Welcome everyone to another video. So it is real, it is here. The way that we are heading with this recession and inflation, it's very skyrocketing, and it's affecting millions and millions of people in the United States because gas prices are keep going higher and they're not stopping. They're supposed to be about $7 to $9 per gallon this summer. Now the crisis in 2026 is pretty bad. I mean, life became so unaffordable in so many different ways, especially your rent is really skyrocketing. Your groceries are very expensive. Utilities very expensive, especially electricity became really expensive. So it's about 7,900 retail stores going out of business in 2026, which means the economy is not the greatest. The economy is not so good. And if you can see, people are no longer eating out because it is so unaffordable to eat outside that food is just so expensive, and drinks, everything is so expensive right now. Even if you go to a grocery store, it's really expensive. So there's many, like over 5 million people living in their car, their vehicle, because they can't find a place to live. If they give up on their car, they're going to end up under the bridge. And they call it a crime. You go to jail if you invade people's property. And if you try to buy land, it's just so hard because you got to pay taxes every single year. So where do they really want us to go? Either you work like a slave from your 20s to your 60s, live to pay, and just, it makes no sense. You're just working to pay your whole life and you're just being slave. You're working like a dog. Your boss is mad if you don't show up. They fire you on the spot, and it takes you months and years to find another job. So in reality, were we really meant to born just to work? And that's gonna take your whole life away. So we're being programmed, we're being brainwashed by the system to just work. How many of you agree? We're being programmed that we're supposed to get a college degree and we got to get the student loan for $20,000 to $80,000. We're being programmed we got to get the newest car, which SUV is not going to cost you any less than $70,000 to $80,000, which you're going to be paying it for 30 years. We're being programmed to have the newest home that is going to cost us $500,000. We're going to be paying it off for 3 generations. How crazy is that? It seems like we're being forced to buy. But guess what? We're not buying that crap no more. I mean, if you break free from the system, you got to use the system because all they want you is to be in debt forever, especially credit cards. Don't even get me started. Like the interest rates right now, it is so high in 2026. It's the most highest year in the history in 100 years. Like credit cards, rent, your car note. Don't even get me started. You know, your car note, you got to pay all this interest to the dealer. And it's just so many dealers going out of business because they can't sell a single car. It's over 3 million dealers going out of business. And so many stores don't know what's going on because they can't keep bringing more products because they cannot sell them. So they're moving out to other countries in the world, like trying to find an answer because the inflation right now is at 2.9, which is about to be 3%. And the inflation is real. The housing became so unaffordable The utilities very unaffordable. So how can we actually live? Are we living or we're surviving? I started to believe that we've been brainwashed, that you have to study your whole life, that you have to be chasing your dream. So it's called the American dream. But if the more you chase it, the farther it gets. It's like, how come they don't teach you how to do finances? How come they don't teach you how to be your own boss? How come they don't teach you how to do a hustle? How come they don't teach you how to be rich? Rich people don't even care. Rich people are just getting richer and richer and richer and richer and richer. Middle class, lower class is just getting lower, 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 lower till you sink into the to poverty. It's like people are getting poor, like people living paycheck to paycheck, the 9 to 5, the rat race, the 40 hours a week. 10 years pass by, 20 years pass by, you're still working. You don't see no success at all. So what is really going on? Can someone explain to me why people work and work, work, work? And were we just programmed to be slaves or something? Because college is a fraud, you know. It's crazy. I don't understand how they want you to be so slave working your whole damn life. And if you look at it, you start getting a stroke, you know, like heart disease, all kind of mental illness by your 40s, 50s. You start having anxiety, stress, food is crap, they're poisoning you. They want you to get all kinds of disease, especially cancer, so you can die. But it's just so crazy. We live in a world, we live in a society that just want to push you, push you, push you, push you forward to what? To do what? They want to push you forward that you always force. You're never really rested. You're always tired. You're always have anxiety because you never really get to rest it. They want you to be slave, work, pay, wake up, pay. It's like I don't even know how many bills through the month. And then you're like, well, you know what? Let's just forget it. Let's buy an RV. You need to have a property to park the RV. You need permissions. You need all work permits to have the RV, the wealth, the water, the electricity, the it's so many fees for the county, for the state. In other words, you're not free. If you buy a house, if you buy a land, you gotta pay property tax for all that kind of stuff. And food is just so unaffordable. I'm telling you, food, rent, I don't know how crazy this is gonna get, but I mean, how can someone afford, if they have one job, one income, to pay all their bills? I don't understand how. It's crazy. The American dream is just farther, farther, farther. People are moving overseas. People are going to Philippines. People are going to Thailand. People are going to Indonesia. People are moving to India. People are moving to Vietnam. All those countries because they can live over there like a king with $400 a month and they're wealthy. Over here, you need at least $4 or $5,000 a month to live in a tiny apartment that you can barely even fit in there. It's just so unreal. It's insane how they're squeezing you. They're trying to get you real broke, and then you wake up broke, and then you live paycheck to paycheck. You work 9 to 5. You've been programmed. You've been brainwashed not to do anything, just work and be stuck at work. You're a slave there for 40, 50 hours. You start getting back pain. Oh, your body, you start getting hurt. You know, like you can barely walk. You have to ask for like, you know, way ahead, you know, for 1 week vacation through the year. So in other words, they want you to be slave. That's just the word, you know. The more you're chasing the American dream, the farther it gets. So we're working 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. Try to pay all your rent, all utilities. Your car breaks down. That's another expense right there. And then on top of that, you got to pay all utilities, food, you name it. So things are just getting really expensive. The 2026 crisis is very, very crazy. It's making people really broke. people are totally broke. I hope you all enjoyed this video. You all take care. God bless.